Hi, and welcome back to another video. And today I will be talking German politics, even though I don't really normally talk German politics. There really isn't much interesting news on what happens as an American. Um, but we got the German federal election. Finally, it arrived yesterday, and there is just a lot of interesting stuff that happened, and so much to talk about within this election. So we do have, in this election, right? You had now you cannot deny that right-leaning parties have gained so much momentum in this election, or from this election, where the governing party, like the left-leaning party led by Olaf Scholz of the Social Democratic Party of Germany. Sometimes I forget. American here. So the Social Democratic Party of Germany, the governing party, are going to be the former governing party, led by current Chancellor, soon to be former Olaf Scholz, lost 86 seats. They gained about 8 million votes. They won 120 seats, but they lost 86. Um, Previously to 2021, where they won 53. They won 206 seats and they gained 53. And they had 11 million votes, which was much more than the I believe it's much more than the votes they got for 2025. Yeah, they got about 8 million, less than 3 million. However, a lot of that, 11 million probably went into the AFD, or the CDU, the Christian Democratic Union. But yeah, the Christian Democratic Union, or several conservative parties, including the AFD, did very well, especially the AFD picking up 69 seats, winning 152. Unfortunately for the AFD, did not win. You have the Christian Democratic Union coming out in first, winning over 208 seats and picking up 11 seats, gaining over 14 million votes and getting 28.5% of the vote and having a swing of 4 points. Now, that is, it's a victory for them. They were the opposition party, and now soon they'll become the governing party. And we have Merz here. He will soon eventually become the chancellor. Um, but the interesting part about all this is, I do believe the Christian Democratic Union and the AFD, the Alternative for Germany, where if you look at the AFD, right, they won 152 seats. They picked up 69 seats. The AFD has been very, very popular, not even with Germany, but outside Germany, like in my country, or in other countries too. But they have become very popular towards the right, and they are a far right party where they even are under investigation for their specific beliefs that seem to be very, very, very far right extreme. Um I don't know how my viewers think about that, but yeah, but they did pick up, they won 10 million. 10 million people voted for them. They won 20% of the vote. They picked up 69 seats, and they won a total of 152, which is more than Olaf Scholz was able to get, 8 million, 10 million, 14 million, but still. The Christian Democratic Union came out on top. They are the victor. Now, you might assume that they would do a coalition with the AFD, right? They're both, right? This is a center-right party, and then this is a far-right party. Why would they go to a party that leans left? Or any, right? They're not going to go with these, but why would they go with this party that leans left compared to a far-right party, and then you have a center-right party? Well, it turns out that Merz actually wants to do a coalition with the left party. It's insane. It's well, it's not insane, but it's crazy when you look at it. And you might scratch your head saying, why won't they partner with the AFD? Well, like I mentioned before, AFD is currently under investigation, and this is a center right party. A center right party probably doesn't agree with the AFD, a party that is already very far right, very popular, and still currently under investigation. So as of right now, Merz, he wants to push for a centrist coalition with them. Now so if we go back to here, right, they won 208. If you do a coalition with them, that's over 320 seats, which completely shuts out the AFD, despite them coming out second in this election, if you do a coalition with them. Now, this is very similar to what Trudeau did with Singh a couple years ago in 2022, where he did a coalition with the New Democratic Party in Canada, and he was able to shut the Conservatives out. The conservatives complained it was a power grab, and they may have been right, but he was able to shut out the opposition, and it looks like that's what Merz is trying to do here, to shut out the AfD, because he believes that they cannot gain any more power. Now, their leader has claimed that they will win the next election, despite also claiming that back in 2021, when they had a terrible performance there. Back in 2021, where they came fifth, right? They won 83 seats, but they lost 11, and they only gained 4 million votes. Now, this was before the AfD really actually became popular, right? They were very little known until this election. The election from yesterday, where they were very well known, and they were able to perform so much better. Look, they have a 10-point swing. So I do think that it's very good possibility that maybe they can win the next election. However, we are way, way too far until, we would know that is 2029. I don't know if they have a Wikipedia. Yeah, they don't even have a Wikipedia article for 2029. But yeah, so we are very far out from the 2029 general election in Germany. But yeah, the interesting point here is, the right-leaning parties did very well compared to the governing party, which lost 86 seats, both to the AfD and to the Christian Democratic Union. Also, I do have here where you could look at it more better. So you have, right, the Christian Democratic Union getting 28% of the vote. You have the governing party getting 16%. You have the Greens 11%. The FDP, which actually got 0 seats. I'm not sure if it's on. If they're, oh yeah, they're there. They got 0 seats. They lost all 91 seats. They lost all 91 of their seats, and despite getting over 2 million votes, they lost all 91 seats, and it's a negative 7-point swing compared to the last election, where obviously they did better. Where are they here? Oh, they're right here. Oh, I'm just blind. So yeah, the last election they gained 11 seats. They won 5 million votes. They got 11% of the vote, and they got a swing of 0.7%, right? Where they got a total of 91 seats. And now, if you go to yesterday's election, they have lost all of those seats. They have lost all 91 seats, despite 2 million Germans voting for them. Obviously, this is a new party. They did not exist in the last election. They did not win any seats, but they got 2 million votes and 4% of the vote, even more than, yeah. But yeah, very, very interesting. I was watching this earlier. I was watching it. So yeah, they won no seats. You have also the AfD here getting 20% of the vote. Still the Christian Democratic Union coming out on top as the central-right party and soon to be the governing party. But yeah. Yeah, I was watching this very close yesterday, and if you are German, if you're watching this video, I just want to say good job on voting, and good job on the 6.2% of turnout, 82% of turnout in this election, much more than the last election. 82%, it's almost the entire population. Here in America, we can barely get half of our population voting in our elections. And the Germans turned out 82.5%. 60 million registered voters. That's insane. That is really, really crazy, and it's amazing. It's as a country like Germany that has a dark past, but has a bright future. But anyways, yeah, we have Merz who's going to become the chancellor, but he is now confirming a push for a centrist coalition after winning the federal election in Germany. Merz, leader of the Christian Democratic Union, has confirmed that he will seek to form a governing coalition with the center-left Social Democratic Party, which literally just lost yesterday's election. So they are not even the opposing. They are not even second. They are not even the second biggest party. That would be the AfD, which won 152 seats and gained 69 seats. But yeah. So you put this together, that's about over 320 seats, maybe 330, which, yeah, shuts the AfD completely out of any power they might have just had. Speaking at the party's headquarters on Monday, Merz celebrated their strong election performance, securing 28.6% of the vote and cementing the conservative bloc known as CSU as their clear winner. The SPD trailed in their third place with 16.4%. We have received a clear governing mandate and we accept it, Merz declared. Looking at the Bundestag seat distribution, we are in a position to form a black-red coalition, and that is precisely what we intend to do. The conservative bloc is known for its black color, while the SPD is identified as red. Together, they are known as the Grand Coalition. So yeah, Merz is going to be, he's going to have this centrist coalition with the former governing party. Well, they're still the governing party for now, but they're soon to be out of leadership. So yeah, with the former governing party, with a left party, but he's still a center right party. So overall, it's just going to be a centrist coalition. Governing. It's just a centrist coalition, and it's gonna be very very interesting to see what they do, how they're gonna do it, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot more to watch. Whatever happens here, and I definitely will report when Merz becomes chancellor here. So make sure to tune out for that. And I will be making a German playlist for you guys to watch. I'll definitely start putting that in my description of my videos, starting today. Yeah, so make sure to watch out for those guys. And that is it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.